Hello YouTube and English class. Today I have kind of different video. For the end of the year, my English project is to focus on one thing that I'm passionate about. It's a passion project. For my passion project, I'm going to be attempting to get as good as I possibly can at basketball in only 1 week, which is 7 days. So that's not a whole lot of time to get good at basketball, especially considering I'm already not the best. I've been interested in basketball for a few years now. It's always been something I've loved watching, but it's never been something that I've been particularly good at playing. That changes now. Before I began the actual training process, I needed to test out how good I was without any training so that at the end, I could compare it to my stats on my second test. For the first test, in order to see how good my jump shot was, I shot 10 different shots, each from 10 different spots on the court. As you can see on my stats here, shooting right up at the rim, I shot pretty good with 90% from the left and 90% from the right. Free throw was 60%. On my middies, I did alright, averaging out at about 50%. My threes though were pretty rough. I shot 10% from the left and right side, 20% from the top of the key, 20% from the left wing, and then 40% from the right wing being my best. Next I tested out my floater. If you don't know what a floater is, it's pretty much you run to the rim and then in the middle of it you jump up and shoot. This video clip is a better example than whatever I'm explaining. Anyways, I didn't do too hot on these. I shot 40% coming from the left, 50% coming from the middle, and then 30% coming from the right. I'm kind of surprised because normally I'm pretty solid with my floaters, but I guess it was just an off day. And then for my last test, I shot 20 layups, 10 coming from the left, 10 coming from the right. I expected to do a lot better in this because I've been improving my layup a lot recently, but as you can see by my statistics, I did not do too well. I shot 30% from the left and 50% from the right, so hopefully at the end that's something I can improve on a lot. So naturally the next part of this experiment is for me to start training. First, I found a bunch of different drills that I could use to get better at my shots. I picked drills that corresponded with the specific shots that I was trying to work on, and then I selected a few from the batch that I found and worked on those each day for the next 7 days. What you're seeing right now is one of the jump shot drills that I tried. It involves improving your drop step, which is pretty much stepping around the defender and then shooting right after you step around. I was throwing the ball to myself to simulate receiving a pass here, and I was just trying to improve shooting with not a whole lot of time to prepare, as a lot of the time when you're in an actual game you don't have a lot of time to prepare your shot. This is something that I did a lot on these jump shot drills. The next drill that you're seeing right here is me working on my floater. Pretty much I just put a chair in front of me and the chair was supposed to act as the defender. Every time I ran and got to the chair I would pull up and shoot. Here's some of the shots for that. The whole goal of a lot of these drills is to simulate an in-game environment, so if I can do that, then I would be better playing in-game, and I would also improve my shot a lot too. The next drill that you're going to see is pretty similar to the drill that I did with my floaters. It's a layup drill, but pretty much I'm just trying to get around the chair, and the chair is in my way acting as a defender. Same type of thing, I'm trying to simulate an in-game environment, placing a defender in front of me and having to maneuver around it. I'm not going to show all the drills that I did in this video because it would end up being too long. If you want to link to some of the other drills that I did, it's going to be in my annotated bibliography, or if you're watching this on YouTube, the description. I did about 10 different drills for a bunch of different shots, so it's all going to be listed down there. But now it's time to test out my skills after the 7 days in a 1v1 environment.
So okay, I'll give you guys a Jack Elwood recap. Basically, I gave Marco a premium stick. It was great, and Marco beat into it, and Kaden said, hey, no drugs, no drugs, and he ripped it out of Marco's mouth. Marco, youch, and Kaden says, oh no, did that hurt? Marco said, no.
I'll admit, this is good.
I just learned how to get good camera angles. Oh my god, this is so good. Standing at 5'2", Italian stallion.
Yeah.
You don't get an introduction. Oh wow, this guy blows.
Rate him.
That out.
I've been here for 2 minutes. This guy got like a half-hour warm-up. Just keep that in mind.
That's true.
I was drinking soda and watching cat videos on YouTube the whole time. I love watching funny cat videos. It's my favorite pastime. Oh. That's what I worked on all week, baby. Let's go. Oh, cut that shit. No!
Oh, go steal, go steal. Yup. Oh. Oh yeah. Some pristine angles for you. Oh. Boss. the breakaway. Oh, real good.
Easy lay. Pull that sh.
Oh, in there. Didn't learn that in basketball school.
Here we go.
Oh!
That's what? 6'3". What the?
Wow. Like candy from a baby. How do you feel, baby? How do you feel? You're already a winner.
I do this every day. I guess it didn't work.
Just kidding, it did actually work, just not in a 1v1 environment. I didn't practice defense the whole time, which, was tough because I wasn't practicing with anyone else, and obviously that proved to be my weakest spot. But if you look here, these are my statistics from my first jump shot test, and then these are my statistics 7 days later from my second jump shot test, where you can clearly see that I improved a lot. I actually shot 100% of my shots from the left of the rim. I shot a lot better on threes, shooting 40% from the entire left side of the court and from the top of the key, and I improved in almost every area except for my right midi, where I went from, I believe, 40 to 20%. Here on my floaters as well, you can see a lot of improvement from day 1 to day 7, with the shot increasing to 70% on the left side, 50% on the right, and 60% in the middle. And then here are my layups, where, as I predicted at the start, I saw probably some of the most improvement. From the left side, I shot 30% on day 1, day 7 I shot 70%. On the right, I shot 50% on day 1, and then day 7, I shot 80%. So a huge improvement there. So overall, what did I learn? Well, first, it is very, very difficult to get extremely good at something in only a week. However, with a lot of training, a lot of practice, you can make some big improvements. I did figure, though, that you kind of hit a roadblock at a certain point. There's only so much that you can do within a week. After that, it becomes a lot of thorough training for longer periods of time to really hone in on certain skills. So if I really wanted to do this for a longer period of time, it would take a lot more practice, a lot more effort, and obviously a lot more time. Another thing, as shown in the 1v1, although practicing certain skills can help improve other skills, like for example, if I practice my jump shot, my other shots might get better that involve the same type of form. I'm not going to get better at certain skills like defense or handles by practicing just my shots. It's just not going to happen. You're going to get what you give. So if you practice jump shots, you're going to get better at jump shots, obviously not defense. We saw that in the 1v1. And then lastly, I learned that probably one of the most valuable skills you can have in basketball is transferable skills from practice to the game. You can be really good shooting in practice, but if you're not good in the game environment, it kind of all goes to waste. So you have to be able to transfer that over. That's why for a lot of those drills, I was practicing with chairs in front of me to try to simulate as if there was actual defenders on me. But in the future, I would recommend, if you really wanted to get good at something like this, maybe get a trainer or somebody you can work with to be able to simulate those conditions yourself. Overall, I think that this was a pretty worthwhile experience. I was able to improve a lot on something that I like doing, and hopefully in the future I can get even better. Maybe in the future I'll try something like this again, or I'll try it with something different as well. I would recommend to anybody out there that's looking to try something new or get into something that they've always wanted to get into to just do it. There's nothing you really have to lose. Just put in a little bit of time each day. That's what I did. Even if you're busy, you can still find time each day to fit stuff in. I had a really busy week when I filmed this. I went on a college visit, I had prom, I had senior skip day, which of course I went to school. And there's just a ton of stuff that's going to interfere with your life, but you always have time to spend on hobbies and things that you are passionate about. So that's my passionate message at the end. I really hope that I do good on this project. I'm sorry for turning it in 2 weeks late. Yeah, bye.